Hey beauties, thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to do a smoky red eyeshadow look, starting off with the Fiery palette from Beauty Bay and the shade Sour, which is a bright matte red. I'm using a reference number 33 that is described as a one and done and a fusion between their flagship brushes 01 and 02. Starting at the outer corner, and whoa, that's a lot of pigment, but no problem. Let's just blend and transfer some to the other lid. And try wiping off the brush. This process is long, but instead of wiping it all off and starting over, we just need a little patience and a lot of blending. Let's try a clean reference number 16 with no pigment on it to see if we can blend this out some more. The reference number 16 is a large tapered crease brush, and I'm only using it on my left eye to soften the saturation of the initial deposit of too much color. Switching back to the reference number 33 and a tiny bit more pigment to make the eyes match. Using the reference number 16 again with no added pigment to blend out the edges. And even more blending with the reference number 33. Moving on, we're going to go in with the shade Saffron, a deeper matte red, and using a reference 01, which is one of my absolute favorite eyeshadow brushes. Again, starting at the outer corner and blending up into my crease, but keeping it slightly lower than the previous shade. Same thing on the other side. And blending out the edges again with the reference number 33. checking to see if they're even. Nope. So I'm adding a tiny bit more pigment on the right eye and even more blending. Okay, let's take things even deeper. This is the ENSLEY Underland palette, and let's use the shade Wicked Rose, which is a deep brick/burgundy color. I'm using a Morphe blending brush, and even though it's kind of scratchy on my eyelids, I like the way it deposits and moves color. I'm focusing the pigment on the outer V area, and repeat on the other side. Switching back to the Rephr 01 with no added pigment, because we're gonna what? You guessed it, we're gonna blend some more. I'm gently pulling the pigment towards the inner corner of my eye. And same thing on the other side. This is when I realized that I'm having a hard time seeing because I just worked a full day, and as a hairstylist, I usually have a ton of hairspray residue all up in my eyes. Going back in with the Rephr number 33 to soften the edges even more. Now using the Rephr 01 to try to make these match. Okay, good enough. Let's dip into the Odin's Eye Norns palette because I've been really wanting to try the shade called Colorful Black. Okay, I think I'm using the wrong brush here. That's right. I need my E26 from ColourPop, and I'm depositing the pigment along my lash line first. Itchy nose. Switching to the Shoto 03 with a tiny bit of pigment and blending the colorful black from the outer corner up into my crease. Being really careful not to go up and over the previous shades. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog snoring. She's in here with me recording. Using the reference number 16 again with no pigment to smooth out this edge. Switching to the ColourPop E26, and let's try to do the same thing on the other side. It's looking kind of patchy, so let's bust out the Refer 03 to smooth this out. Shoto number 3 again. A quick wipe off of the brush. I'm not sure why, but my right eye is my difficult eye. Actually, it's my entire right side of the face that I always find more challenging to do. And now we're just working on making them even. Thank you for your patience. Back to the Refer number 16 to soften out the edges. But if you find that in doing that you lose some intensity, just add a little bit more colorful black with the Shoto 03. It's shimmer time! Going back to the Odin's Eye Norns palette, and let's try the shade Passion, which is a red shimmer. Using my finger and pressing it onto my lid, focusing at the center. I'm kind of underwhelmed with it. So let's try the ENSLEY Rain Underland palette again and the shade The Red Queen. Yes, that's more like it. Now I'm happy. Okay, back to the Odin's Eye Norns palette and the shade Pink Chameleon. I'm going in directly with the silicone brush from Amazon. And I'm putting it on the inner third of my eyes. I'm using a Refer number 27 that's blank to soften out the edges of my eyelids, just above the inner corner. Now deepening the outer corners again with the Shoto 03 and Colorful Black. I'm going to do the rest of my face off camera, and we're going to finish up this eye look starting with the lower lash line. I'm using the shade Wicked Rose and the BK Beauty 204 brush. The Shoto O2 brush does a really good job of diffusing any hard lines. Refer 03 again, and the shade Colorful Black. And we're going to put it just on the outside corners of my lower lash line. Okay, I think we're finally almost done. Sephora Waterproof Glide Liner in Deep Black for tight lining. Wait, what was that? Sorry, it's Nikki LaRose's N11 brush, and this time I'm going in to line my lids with the black shadow from Makeup by Mario's Master Mattes palette. I'm doing this because I'm going to put strip lashes on that were gifted to me from my girlfriend Vincenza, who is a makeup artist on set, and she created her own line of beautiful lashes. Now lining the lower lash line, but stopping it at about 2/3 of the way in. And blending it out with a tiny Morphe smudger. Topping it off with black shadow, and this helps set the liner in place. I put the lashes on off camera and we're done. What do y'all think? Thank you so much for sticking through to the end.